And
Jesus.
away we go. Okay then, so I'm Catman from Catman's Knocks on Voodoo Radio Online. I'm joined by none other than the magnificent, the Wicked Skulls. How are you doing, guys?
All good, brother. All good.
Yeah. So, what's happening here with the Wicked Jackals at the moment?
So we're recording in the process, sorry, of recording a full-length album. There'll be about 9 or 10 tracks on there. Obviously, the majority of them will follow our usual sort of style, but we are one that we play live at the moment, which was written by Lex, is very punk orientated. And yeah, we'll have a couple of surprises on there in terms of genre and stuff like that. But yeah, no, we're like, other than the previous EPs, which we do love and did work hard on, this one we're going through like with a fine tooth comb, but also we're still trying to keep sort of an organic sort of flow to it as well. So yeah, no, it's definitely a labour of love, emphasis on the labour, also on the love. So yeah, no, that's pretty much it. And obviously we're just gigging here and there.
Yeah, a couple of shows left for the rest of the year. We're pretty much sort of slinking away just to make sure we've learned all of the new material for the album, or at least everything we're playing live, and lining up little tour dates for next year.
Yeah. And
as long as all the festivals we've got booked.
Yeah. I forgot to ask if you could just introduce yourselves, you know, who you are.
Oh.
I know you're Wicked Jackals, but who you two are.
Cool. I'm Oliver, the singer.
And Lex, the bassist.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're...
I already knew that. I just wanted you to tell the viewers that's all.
Yeah.
So, you recently did a fantastic gig for us at Destination Festival. How did that feel?
Oh, it's fantastic. Obviously, excluding the obvious reason that we were all there, which obviously was it was a very bittersweet gig because obviously, you know, God bless Tina, but at the same time, everyone was there, and it was a very unified feel.
Yeah, you feel support.
Yeah, it was a very unified feel, and yeah, just an amazing time. And I think the biggest surprise of the gig for me was the fact that I didn't fall off the 3-foot drop from the stage.
Well, I said it's quite 3 foot. It's a bit more than that, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was whatever foot it is. It's something I don't want to know how hard I'd hit the ground.
It comes up to my tits. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Anyway, so fast forward to September the 9th, again at the Corporation. You're going to be back for our festival, Steel Paws. How does that feel then?
Oh, well, we're looking forward to it purely because, like, the cause is just a fantastic one. Like myself, like I adopt cats as you do, and sort of make sure they're looked after. We're where they go to from you, so we're those people. We're the forever homes of the strays.
I'm not the only catman on the planet, then.
No.
Yeah.
I want cats if I could. I grew up with a lot of cats, and I still have them if I could, but like, well, it's more reason to come around Lex's so I can just play with them.
So, what kind of show can we expect from you then?
Hopefully, a bloody good one. Oh, can I swear?
Yeah, I don't mind.
All right. Well, hopefully, sorry, I'll say that again. Hopefully, a very good one. We're actually in the midst of just tightening up the set, sort of this, that, and the other. But yeah, no, you know, we always try and give it our best, whether we're playing to, you know, lots of people or the sound man. You know, it's yeah, we all try and do our best, and yeah, I'm hoping to see a lot of cat T-shirts and a lot of conversations about cats. So
that's what you could expect to see.
I'm hoping to see a lot of Steel Paws T-shirts.
Yeah, oh god, yeah.
I want to say we've got them on sale, so you know, tell your fans to buy them.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. And yeah, I was just going to. I've already got my outfit sorted.
Yeah. So give people one reason to buy Steel Paws ticket. Then why should they do it?
Because what was it? The fucking Grey Fox Conspiracy's playing. That's why you should buy a ticket to Steel Paw.
Yeah, I agree.
But you know,
and the Suicide Notes as well. That's another reason you should buy a ticket.
Yeah. And
There you have
Well,
it.
and every other band, obviously, but specifically those two.
yeah, just because it's a cause, because like it's a good one, like because well, I mean every cause is a good one, but you know everyone loves cats. I mean, as obviously you get dog people and all that, but you
Well, they
know,
just don't buy a ticket.
but
You don't.
they're barking up the wrong tree again.
Yeah, well, it's
But
also a dog charity as well. The charity we're doing it for, they rescue both cats and dogs. So they can't
yeah,
throw that one at us. I'm a dog
exactly,
person.
Well, they all got
exactly.
paws. They all have their
Yeah,
paws.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah.
yeah, you get, do you like cats? Do you like dogs? And then you probably get people in the corner. They're snake people. They like the lizards.
So, who are the Wicked Jackals' main influences then?
Who are the, sorry?
Sorry, what was that? Who the
Sorry, who are the Wicked Jackals' main influences?
Oh,
Budweiser? But,
yeah, well,
Yeah,
kind
getting
of.
pissed about a song.
yeah. Well, for me, it'd be the Cult, Free, Bad Company. That's sort of like blues, hard rock, 70s, Humble Pie, and then
Yeah,
I've got like Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith, Motorhead, Tina Turner. Yeah, that sort of thing. Like, obviously, I
yeah,
gravitate more towards the singers and that sort of thing. But yeah,
Yeah, I think for me it's like Karabi, the Sex Pistols. You got
mm,
Motorhead.
sorry,
Um,
Karabi.
but
yeah.
I don't know. What's the band's sort of main influences? Would you say as a whole? Like, because
Yeah,
obviously
no.
we derive inspiration from a lot of different people. We don't particularly sound like anyone we
Well,
listen to.
it's like an amalgamation of people. Like I usually find more interesting sort of people telling us like what we sound like. Usually crap, but no, 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 no. But no. But
I didn't hear
yeah.
anybody say that at Destination.
Ah, good. But yeah, because I get very interested in people like because yeah, like sometimes people that have seen the show they'll send me tracks or videos of certain artists, and they're like, "Oh, I thought this was you before I saw the banner or whatever," or that sort of thing. It's yeah, sometimes it's surprising, but yeah, I don't really know. It's like AC/DC, the cult,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
Well, I like to think so. Anyway.
But
Yeah.
influence is
So,
different than talent.
so if there's any artist dead, either dead or alive, that you'd like to collaborate with.
um,
That's Krabi for me at the minute. I'm
Yeah,
like balls deep in all of Krabi's work. Yeah, the Scream Union, fucking his unplugged stuff, even like the Motley Crue album.
yeah. I guess for me, like, because obviously, like, I'd love to collaborate with vocalists, but I guess it's easier with guitarists. I'd probably either Paul Kossoff or maybe Mick Mars, like, because even though
yeah,
Motley
yeah,
Crue
yeah,
great and all that, I think Mick Mars by himself, like a solo artist, he
yeah,
covered a lot of heavier, darker stuff, and I'd like to sing on
yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
that's
I
what.
could see you doing that as well with them lungs you've got.
Yeah, I'd love to. You know.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, future plans then after Steel Pause.
It's one of our last gigs of the year. I think it's that, and then the Wild Southwest Rally the week later,
Yeah.
and then we've got a show at the Tap and Tumbler in
Yeah,
December, I believe.
Yeah, our gigs for this year are quite sparse, like on purpose, like for once, because we're like I said, we're in the midst of writing a full length
mhm,
album, and obviously that like well, I won't speak for the rest of the band, but for me, first and foremost, playing live is what I enjoy doing. But
yeah,
obviously,
yeah,
you can have a busy schedule, but then obviously writing new stuff can suffer, and
Which is
not
why
only
it's
that, but
taken us
learning.
10 years to get an album out
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we've enjoyed
yeah.
playing live so much.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
lot of bands celebrate being together 10 years with a new album. We're celebrating being together 10 years with a album. So
yeah, yeah. So, where did the name the Wicked Jackals come from then?
As
like
well, the band nearly broke up over the whole
yeah,
situation because we were initially Sons of Anarchy prior
yeah. Like I
Right?
came up with the name purely because I was chucking loads
in
of stuff out.
Australia at the time. Was it? Or was
No,
it
no.
prior?
Right. So there was I was getting a tattoo done, and the guy like just named the piece Flying Fox Death Division. And I was like, that's kind of a nuts name. I kind of like that. So I was kind of sort of trying to get the band, and they were like, "Nah, it's too wordy. Nah, it's too like." I think it's a political aspect to it, which I don't know. But yeah, and I was like, I kind of like Fox, and then I was like, what if it was like this Fox, that, and eventually the band got sick of hearing the word Fox. So I always like the word Jackal because it's a bit like Jackal and that sort of thing, and also 13 Ghosts. I would like that film. So yeah, I was like, oh, just throwing stuff out. So I was like, the something Jackals, this Jackals, like the Wicked Jackals, the Dirty Jackals, and then I think James went the Wicked Jack. I like that, and then I went let's
And it had to be the as well.
Oh yeah,
it couldn't just be Wicked Jackals. It had to be the.
So basically, it came about me just having a glimmer of an idea, but just throwing out so much shit that eventually something had to stick.
Yeah, we said a lot of bullshit names
Yeah.
during like a month period.
So yeah, some of the names that
French Rot, I think, was one of them.
That was yours, French Rot, and then
Electric Widow.
That was mine.
Yeah,
Electric Widow. And then our former guitarist Marty, he suggested Monsters and Robots.
Yeah, I know.
And
I like that one.
James wanted English Civil War.
Not good either.
And yeah, like so I did want the Black Jackals, but I found another classic thing. You search it. Yeah, there was a band on
Yeah.
Twitter like the Black Jackals, and then because I always, like I said, I always wanted Fox, but then the next one was Jackal, and yeah, we eventually like so agreed on it, and then I just all the Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, I just sort of instantly got it because it's like no one else had that name, and yeah, it's so difficult to name, but because I want to, I ideally like to call the band like one word. You got your Kiss,
Metallica, Aerosmith, Motorhead.
Yeah,
Technically one word.
But yeah, that sort of thing. But obviously, it's insane to Rush. But yeah, it's like because there's so many bands out there, which is great that everyone wants to do it, but it does make it very difficult to name. Yeah.
Well, I think the name really suits you. I do. So when you're not with Wicked Jackals, and when you're away from it all, what do you guys get up to?
Funny enough, because we've got a few Jackals gigs the rest of the year, but we do have our Chris Holmes tour that we're doing in December. So we're going over to Belgium, Italy, and Germany, I believe, to do 2 weeks with Chris.
12 days, but yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Lex and I are also in Chris Holmes and the Mean Men. When we're not doing that, which obviously is a completely different adventure, which is amazing and all that. But it's just used up all my work holiday.
yeah, that's it. You've got nothing now.
No, it's fantastic.
Yeah. So when you've been out on tour and everything, have you got any funny stories to tell us? Anything funny that's happened while you've been out there on tour?
A lot of it's going to be anecdotal.
Any Spinal Tap moments?
Oh, James vaulting the fence at Intrepid Fox.
There's that.
We basically got, was it Holloway Road or Archway Road? Which one's close to Intrepid Fox?
That was Archway.
Archway. So we got at the station at Archway in London, and they'd sort of, done up the road and that. So you had come out, gate, road, gate, pub. We all sort of, kind of drunk, driving up on the, going up on the train, and you sort of see Ollie clears the fence, all good. I clear the fence, all good. James puts his hands on it, just fucking smacks it, eats shit, and just topples on the floor.
Nearly
nearly fucked his shin up just in front of everyone who was at the smoking area. It was just the most unmajestic
ruined his
thing.
Night. There's another one where we were on tour at the south of like Devon, like where I'm from, and we were all sharing a room. So there was a big room, 4 beds, and one bathroom, and there was no lock on it. So, and a few of us wanted a shower. So, our former guitarist Marty went in first, and me being the nuisance that I am, I was like, all right, I'll wait for him to sort of get in the shower, and then I'll just go way and open the door. So a couple of attempts, and he was on it. Like I don't know where he was because
he had like a half-hour ritual of sort of he took his stuff. He had a lot of rings, his bandanas. I think probably moisturised too. I don't know what he was doing, but he had like a thing.
Yeah.
So he sort of was doing his business, but obviously every 5 minutes Ollie would fucking open the door again, and he was on it like fucking straight away. Fuck off.
So like after about I don't know, 8 attempts, I was like, you know what, fine. So then obviously it was my turn to have a shower. So I went in, had a shower, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna.
We fucked with him once, and
sorry, they tried to get me once, but I was actually stood in the shower fully clothed.
Yeah, so he went the opposite way with it and just fucking drenched his jeans and shirt and just
and they tried to get me out. I was just stood in the shower, just fully clothed. But then I was like, how can I kind of push it a bit? So I there was one towel left. So so I took my clothes off, had a shower, and I was like, all right, they're all sat, all 3 of them are sat out there. So I just wrapped the towel around my head and walked out of the bathroom. And they were like, no, that sort of thing. Because I was like, you know, that sort of thing. But there's it's pretty much one of the stories. And then we got a few, but it's like just James being a bit of a
there's a lot, but a lot of it's anecdotal and
I
gotta watch it shit.
Yeah, I don't want to keep droning on with my voice, but yeah, it's good fun. Like it's a lot of fun, you know.
There's a lot of fucking with each other.
So, have you got a favourite song that you love to play live?
So, is there a tune?
Oh, Firewoman at the minute is.
Have you got a favourite song that you love playing live?
So one we play live at the moment is Firewoman, and it was where I found out I could kind of sing. So it's nice now to sort of do that one and then improve upon it from that.
Cover wise, Firewoman absolutely, because it just goes down so well. And I mean, one of my favourite tune of ours to play live is "Bad Excuse," which
it's a fairly new edition.
Yeah, that's on It's a Fiver, isn't it? Yeah, like
I'm enjoying Not For Me. That one, I wrote, but like hearing us playing it live, I'm really enjoying Not For Me because it's quite short, snappy, and
it's good. And I'm not a punk singer by any stretch of the imagination, but I do enjoy singing.
Just gotta do that.
Like a Firewoman goes down great, and like Lex said, he he's kind of learned, but it really comes together, that one. And recently we just, as a sort of joke, not as a joke, like I love the song, but we just went, we learned like Born to Be Wild or whatever, like we'll just play it a couple of times, and it went down so well. We're like, that's like the encore now. Obviously, I
think that's one of them songs that goes down well. Whoever plays it. I mean, I saw Slade do it in 1981 at Castle Donington, and 200,000 people there loved it.
But exactly, and it's one of those songs that are just ingrained in you because, as Lex will tell you, I struggle to remember lyrics because I get distracted very easily. So if I'm just singing and I see someone do something or something, but I just get distracted. But with Born to Be Wild, I just knew it. Like I never had to look at the lyrics. I just knew it in like,
most of the time.
Yeah, it's just one of those songs. Same with Highway to Hell, which we cover in Chris's band. I never once had to look. It was just there, which a lot of the time it isn't.
Well, so if you guys were interviewers, then who would you most like to interview?
Was that if we were interviewers, who would like to interview? Alive or dead, or
either.
I'd probably have to go for George Carlin. Yeah, I'd love to interview George Carlin. He's insane. Obviously not music related, but yeah, I'd love to interview him.
There's just so many names at the minute, but like Graham Hancock's one of the ones for me that I'd be fascinated to speak to.
Who's that?
Yeah, I'll tell you after. Don't worry.
Not a porno star or anything.
No. This is like old megalith structures from predating, civilizations and shit like that.
But music related, I'd have to go for someone like
Steve Tyler would be quite fun to chat to.
He would.
Yeah,
it would. I'd probably go like Paul Rogers, maybe. I'd love to talk to Paul Rogers. Though,
likewise.
Sorry, Axl Rose. Axl Rose. Yeah, that'd be my go-to. Sorry, I don't. It took me quite a while to get there, but Axl Rose.
If he turned up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, Axl Rose musically, yeah, would be my ideal interviewee.
I think Lemmy would have been a good one to chat to, but
Oh,
I
God, yeah.
almost feel like I'd have
Definitely.
just pissed him off because he was very much like he ain't got anything important to say. Don't sort of chat to me,
Yeah,
and you just wouldn't want to sort of stand in front of him and be like, "So how's Motorhead?" And
yeah,
just,
yeah,
get
yeah.
the fuck
I
out
was
of here, man.
chatting with Jackie Chambers from Girls School on the other week,
Oh,
and
nice.
you know, apparently he's not like that at all. You know, he was just a run of
Yeah,
the mill guy.
Oh, that's
yeah.
good to hear.
Yeah, with Jackie being a Yorkshire lass, she did tell me that every time they walked in Ullman, Lemmy and Mickey D was out there, they started taking Mickey out and doing the Monty Python's Four Yorkshiremen sketch. So, you can imagine
Probably just winding up an interview and then when he said that.
it.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, one last plug then for Steel Paws. Go on.
Yes. Well, we can't wait to play it, and apparently we're on the. Well, no, I probably can't answer, but yeah, no.
Oh, yeah. What's the set? Are you just rocking on one stage, or are you doing the split thing again, like
No, it's just
Destination?
on one stage. It's in the
Yeah,
local authority, which is upstairs in the
yeah.
quarters. Yeah,
Nice. Yeah, I couldn't
nicely
imagine you were
insulated.
splitting it, but yeah, nice.
Yeah, yeah. So he's gone.
Yeah,
I've
he's
lost my
No, no, no,
interviewee. He's gone to the
no,
fridge
no.
for some more beer, hasn't he?
No,
Aha.
no, I was trying to find a cat, one of Lex's and Aisha's 4
Ah.
or 5.
Oh, mine's pegged it somewhere.
Thanks,
So,
mate.
so we were saying then, yeah, just give Steel Paws one last plug.
Yeah,
definitely come down, buy a ticket, make sure you're there. It's for a very good cause,
and buy a t-shirt.
and buy a t-shirt.
Buy a
Yeah.
t-shirt.
And put the Jackal sticker on where was it the Liberty Slaves? I think were.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a
Spicy
shame.
soup.
It's just a shame they can't play, but we're grateful that we can.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for the interview. It's been an absolute pleasure. Voodoo Cats, we have the Wicked Jackals. And buy your tickets for Steel Paws. Otherwise, Catman's going to get you.
Yeah, good cause. Steel Pause is a good cause.
Okay, then. You take good care, chaps.
Yeah, you have a
Cheers,
good night,
mate.
man. Look after yourself.
Are you gonna edit that, or is it just gonna be a long?
I just put it out as it is, to be honest with you.
Ah, fair
I'm
play.
not very good.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at editing.
Yeah.
I'm learning the trade.
I'm looking
Okay,
at
then.
it. Cheers,
I'll
mate.
end it.
Yeah, we are looking forward to it.
Brilliant stuff. You take care, guys.
You have a good
See you
night,
soon.
man.
Cheers.